Hello?
What's up, bro?
Yeah, hey, what's going on, man? How's everything?
Man, same old, same old.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. And hey, this is your boy Tin Man TC.
And it's your boy High IQ.
And this is the Fried Bologna podcast.
The podcast is as random as Gordon Hayward snapping his shit up in the season opener.
Ooh, yikes. Well, I mean, let the hood delicacy, let Fried Bologna touch on that for a second. Ouch. Goddamn. 5 minutes into the game, the man's out for the rest of the year.
Yeah, snapped his shit up bad too. When it first happened, I was like, oh shit, he hit his head really hard. He probably got a concussion and shit. And then I think it was Kevin Harlan. He was like, and Gordon's broken his leg. And then it cut to that shot, and his ankle.
He said that shit so matter of factly, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Gordon Hayward has broken his leg.
Yeah. And then saw that foot turning the other way.
Yeah, that shit looked awful, man. I immediately, as a former hooper, when I saw him, my eyes welled up, man. I felt for the guy. I felt so bad for him, man. Still feel bad for him.
And you know what's so crazy is, I guess I'm so used to seeing gruesome injuries. I was just like, oh shit, yeah, that's a bad injury. But it didn't make me queasy or anything like that. I wasn't like, oh shit. I just was like, oh damn, he broke his shit. That's what football will do to you, man. You know, a play like that happens like once a week. But
yeah, that shit is not normal in hoop, man. That is, you don't expect to see no shit like that. You don't want to see no shit like that. It's actually kind of probably a miracle. It doesn't seem to happen more often. As much as these guys are running and jumping and all those legs underneath the basket, it's amazing that more ankles don't get rolled and more legs don't get broken, just because of these guys are playing so fast. Yeah, but I'm glad it doesn't happen more often either.
82 games a year plus playoffs for some teams. Yeah, it seems like shit like that would happen more. But here's the thing. I don't know if that is even for me, the worst injuries, I'm talking NBA injuries I've seen. I can't forget Sean Livingston's shit.
That shit was very bad. And I know you're probably going to say Paul George next, right?
Paul George, yeah. But I think Sean Livingston looked the worst to me.
His toes were touching his knee.
Yeah. So, and then Paul
they thought they were gonna have to amputate that shit. Did you know that? Oh. It was so bad they thought they were gonna have to amputate it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So it's like a miracle that he's still playing at such a high level. He's been one of the best backup point guards in the NBA the last few years.
God, could you imagine hearing that shit? Like, I'm sure he's expecting you're gonna be out. You may not ever play basketball again, but then they come in and say, we may have to cut your leg off. What? Damn.
Yeah. So Sean Livingston could have been Sean Leggingston.
Fuck, yeah.
For a while, yeah.
And so
this is a dad joke for you.
But I'm hearing that there's so many things coming out. I haven't really confirmed what's what, but some people are saying Gordon Hayward may be back. He could be back by playoffs. Now, of course, he won't be playing, but he'll be able to be practicing and shit.
He could be recovered by then.
Wow.
Hey, man, I hope so. I hope he has a speedy and thorough recovery. Again, I wouldn't wish that on anybody, man. As much as I hated Kobe, I never wanted that dude to get hurt. I just wanted him to lose every game he played in.
Yeah, man. So before we talk about the game, because it's actually a pretty good game.
It turned out to be a pretty good game.
As far as injuries go, what's the worst injury you've seen live, like on TV or just in games, in person?
Oh, man. Well, when I was in high school, this is before my sophomore season, we were at an open gym, and one of my good friends, he was going to the basket on like a semi-fast break and broke his ankle, similar to how Gordon Hayward broke his shit. And being that it wasn't a nationally televised open gym with sponsors and people who bought tickets, we stopped the whole open gym. Like, we shut shit down. Like, we left the court. Yeah.
See, and whenever I see injuries like Hayward had, it always reminds me of the worst injury I witnessed. Now, to date, I haven't come across anyone that has witnessed a worse injury than I witnessed. It happened in high school.
Okay, so you win the seen the worst injury competition.
Yeah,
congratulations, IQ.
I believe so. Because I haven't come across anyone. Because whenever I tell someone this, they're like, "Oh." So
wait, you see somebody get decapitated?
I know, but
that's not an injury. That's a murder.
Yeah, but almost worse. So we were playing high school.
Almost worse than decapitation?
Yeah. Because
what's worse than a decapitation?
If someone's like,
you
"Hey,
lunatic,"
you're gonna have this
what's
injury
worse than that?
permanently, or you could have death. I'm like, you know.
Maybe somebody cutting your dick off. I guess if I had to choose, I would just say just cut my head off.
Right?
Just kill me.
Yeah. So, but you're almost on the right track, bro. I was
by this time, I'm pretty sure the listeners are saying, "Hey, I wish TC had shut the fuck up so we could hear this story."
It's a crazy story, man.
And I'm kind of stalling on purpose just to see how many people are going to tell me how upset they were with me for doing this. Anyway, back to the worst injury you've ever seen. So, how old were you when this happened? Were you in high school?
I was in high school. I was a sophomore, and it happened to one of our best players on the team at the time. It happened in practice. And
I think that's the year. Bad Boys for Life came out. By the way, great song, great video. Yeah, we ain't going nowhere.
You're exactly right.
We ain't. Yeah, I think that was the same year that song came out, and Ben Stiller was in the video.
Ben Stiller, damn. Yeah.
Papa Diddy Pop? Yeah.
Those were some.
That was a good video.
Yeah.
Shaq was there too.
Yeah.
It really was. Anyway, sorry, man. Back to your story.
Damn. Now you got me thinking of Bad Boy and Loon and shit. Good old years. But so we're in practice and
basketball or football?
Football. And my high school football team, it was like 1950 Alabama, where it's like. Forget brain injuries. We're doing hitting drills every day, you know, and we didn't like a lot of players back then, and I'm sure I think a lot of players now. Nobody was really wearing cups back then. Yeah.
I know where the story's going.
And so one of our best players, who's also one of our, I think he was, if not the best hitter, he was the second best hitter on the squad. And he basically took one of our best running backs. They went straight up. And something happened where pretty much the running back's helmet just went right into the dude's testicles, right? Yeah.
So the story gets worse.
It gets worse. So he's now keep in mind we're in high school, but this guy was 6'3.5". He was probably about like at that time he was like 230, 240, and he was a sophomore. So like he rarely got injured, and you know he was the type of guy where he could break an arm and he would just be like, I got another arm, we're good,
right?
And so when we saw him pretty much just rolling around on the ground in pain, we were like, damn, it must be really bad, whatever, right? And he's like just screaming like, my nuts, right? So we're like, what the hell could that? I mean, what happened there? We're just thinking he got hit in the nuts really bad. But apparently, it was so much blunt trauma to one of his. I'm not sure if it was both or one, but to his testicles that they actually got smashed back up in his body.
Oh,
so yeah. So keep in mind, remember, 1950 Alabama football. Coach was like, oh, I seen this shit before. Come to the locker room or whatever, right? So coach takes him to the locker room. And I'm not saying any names because I think this is actually very irresponsible and possibly illegal.
Little did he know how serious this was.
Yeah. Rather than call, the ambulance and take that dude to, the ER, he decides to do it himself because apparently this has happened before when he was a
It's
kid.
really happened
so
before. He's actually seen it. I thought he was bullshitting. He's actually seen
No.
And he knows the procedure to how to make this shit better?
Yeah, and now to be fair, I don't know if this is the protocol, right? But basically, he had the guy come into the locker room. Now, keep in mind, like,
could he
one
walk?
of both of his testicles. I mean, yeah, he's like walking like you know how you take a nut shot and you like fuck and you're just walking like weird and shit. But he's in pain, like he's in tears.
Yeah.
And so they have 3 linebackers carry his big ass back up to the locker room. The thing is, where we practice on the football field, the locker room is like a mile away uphill. So
oh shit.
So he's in pain for like I would say a good 15, 20 minutes. They get to the locker room and they basically the coach has him stand up and put his hands in the air, right? And he says, here, bite down on this. And he gives him like a towel, right? And
man.
he's like, he says, I'm going to count to 3. And the guy's like, okay, coach, right? And he counts to 2. And then he proceeds to throw a triple G haymaker to his stomach. To make the testicles
descend.
Yeah. But apparently it took like 3 good shots for it to happen.
Insult to injury.
So one of the linebackers runs back down. They're like, yeah, like coach had to punch him in the stomach to make his testicles pop out. And so we were all like, how the Cavaliers looked when Gordon Hayward went down.
Oh my God.
We were just like, what the fuck? Crazy part about it is 30 minutes later he came back out and finished the fucking practice.
That man's a legend. Shout out to whomever he was or is.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you can have kids. I don't know. But shout out to you cuz that
and he never went to the hospital.
I don't know if he went to the hospital. Knowing him back then, I don't think he would have went to the hospital. I think he was just like, well, my testicles are back out. Fuck it, you know?
I kind of stand corrected. That might be worse than getting decapitated.
Yeah.
That might be accurate. Holy shit.
So, yeah, when people be like, oh, that was the worst injury I've seen, I'm like, let me tell you this story. Yeah.
All right. So,
yeah.
Quickly about that game.
Yeah. Shit make your nuts hurt, don't it? Fuck.
Yeah. I've been sitting uncomfortably since it's just the helmet hit the kid's balls.
Yeah. Okay, but back to the game. Yeah, the game.
Yeah. Really quickly, Cleveland's got a lot of work to do. They've got They've got chemistry issues they need to sort out. Derrick Rose looks a little lost out there. D Wade looked a little lost a couple plays. Not in a super bad way. Just it's gonna take some time to get some real on court work together to learn each other. And I just think they're lacking that a little bit. I really hope JR is gonna be a factor off the bench, man, because he seems like one of those guys that can get into his own head. So I really hope that he's really ready to embrace his role coming off the bench. Same with Tristan Thompson. I hope these guys still bring the same energy, same fire and passion. I think My only problem is I figured the Cavs were going to win, but they probably should have won by 15 at the least. You know?
Yeah.
I wasn't the Celtics did what I thought they could do. Jaylen Brown was the only person I was really impressed with. I think Jaylen Brown is very athletic. He plays hard. He's not afraid of shit. So, as long as they keep developing these young guys, they're going to be pretty good in a few years. But it's LeBron's league right now, so it don't matter what they do. They just got to bow to the king.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, man. I think, the Derrick Rose, he looked. I'll give Derrick Rose props because he did look quick and explosive. It was a couple times he did get Kyrie off the dribble. I was like, damn, man, that was quick as fuck.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And even like there was like one play where he crossed up Kyrie and did like a dope ass left-handed layup like high off the glass, and I think the Celtics immediately called a timeout after that play, and they cut to Kyrie, and you can even read his lips. He's like, "Good shit, nigga." You know, even Kyrie was like, "That was a good play, right?"
Right.
But yeah, I mean, other than that, like the Celtics, they are what they are. They're resilient. They're always going to stay. They're always going to be scrappy, even though they lost Isaiah Thomas.
Right.
My only, and you know, people are gonna call me, you know, a hater for this, but I think the real lesson to the game, or the real like key component to last night's game, was just the fact that, hey everybody, LeBron's really out of shape, really out of shape, really,
man.
Really,
you go
really
out,
of shape,
you
bro.
go out of your way to nitpick at the shit LeBron says,
bro. Hey man,
They
I like
ask
watching
him
him play.
questions and he answers them.
Oh, bro.
Jesus Christ, what do you want from the man?
We didn't seen countless hours of LeBron working out with his BFF
That's not the
D-Wade during the
same
summer.
thing. That's not the same thing,
At this point, come on, bro.
Listen.
Your body's a machine at this point.
No, I'll give you an example. All right. So I was playing in the men's league every Sunday and play about once or twice a week at the gym during the week. I can't play a regular 48 minute game with a stop clock. I'm not in shape to do that. I'm in shape to be in a men's league, but I'm not in shape. LeBron James is in shape as far as athletes go, but being in basketball shape, losing that court time during the preseason, practice does not adequately condition you for a real game. So yeah, when LeBron says he's out of shape, he actually might be out of shape to his standard of being in shape for the season.
Okay, yeah, and I think, let everybody know that you're out of shape and, 29 and however many rebounds and assists you had. Yeah, you're out of shape, man. Let's spread the word. He's out of shape.
No, he's letting everybody know if he was in shape, it'd have been 40, 20, and 15.
Oh, yeah. And then I also want to repeat and let the entire world know that, hey, everybody, LeBron did a 40-minute workout after because he's hungry and he works really hard. And it's important that everybody knows that. It's on Twitter and everywhere on Bleacher Report. So, yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Spread the word.
Anyway, before we end this sports report, I guess we'll talk about the Warriors getting beat. By the way, everybody, so this is one of the rare occasions where we record way before we're dropping the episode. So a lot of this information is going to be about a week old by the time you hear it. So bear with us. But so anyway, I kind of predicted that Warriors game was going to end the way it did. I said if it was close, the Rockets were going to win, or the Warriors were going to win by about 20. I didn't see anything in between there. I think the Warriors still look great. they just lost a little focus. But I really hope the Rockets can find a way to work Chris Paul into that offense, man, because that experiment already looks like it's doomed.
Oh, yeah. CP3 is a traditional point guard, and James Harden last year had the ball in his hand 95% of the time.
Yeah, they don't run a traditional offense.
Good God.
They run like an open gym offense. They run a pass and pick away offense.
Yeah. I think that's a clusterfuck waiting to happen, but hey man, we'll see. My only takeaway from that game, because traditionally, usually opening like the ring ceremony thing, traditionally, the championship team, they usually come out just super lethargic anyway, and they usually lose the games. But my only two takeaways from that game really that stuck out to me was Nick Young going off.
Nick Young is at home. Nick Young is home.
Yeah. I think this is literally like if there is a basketball heaven, like Nick Young is in basketball heaven.
He's in heaven. This man couldn't be happier in this situation. Hey, and I couldn't be happier for him. I don't like the Warriors. I don't want them to win any games either. But I want Nick Young to knock down 10 threes a game.
Yeah, see, I'm not a big Nick Young fan just because out here in L.A., when he was with the Lakers, we had to see some of that bullshit he was pulling. And I was like, I'm not a Laker fan, but I was like, Jesus. Bullshit. You know, like, just the overabundance of swag when it's just you're missing shots, missing layups. I was like, I can't rock with this guy anymore. But hey, he's in a new place. The other thing though is like similar to how sometimes it'll hit you like Donald Trump is president. It keeps hitting me. JaVale McGee
is an NBA
champion. Like today, I was running some errands and shit, and it hit me. I was like, JaVale McGee's a fucking NBA champion. Good God.
His goofy, remedial ass is an NBA champion.
Yeah, it hit me hard, man. Yeah, but that's pretty much my two takeaways from that game. We'll see.
Also, what happened during these games was the Black Panther trailer, which, hey, IQ, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I've never been happier or more proud to be black. After seeing that trailer, knowing how dope this movie is, all black cast, strong black men and women in the film, like, yo, I'm ready. My body is ready for this movie. And I'm going to be dressed in all black to go see it. I'm going to have some black leather gloves on, with probably a black Kango and my Lokes on. And I'm watching that movie, being as proud as I can. This shit looks so dope.
I mean, as a comic book fan, man, I'm telling you, like, if they do it right, which it looks like they are, the storyline, the plot, the action, the gadgets, all that stuff, it can be on par with The Dark Knight as far as the storylines go and shit, like that type of greatness, because everything's there, the material's dope. And like the Black Panther, the comics is always done. They always do black people right, man. Like, like it's dope. I can't wait, man. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I honestly don't even want to see any more trailers because I want most of the movie to be a complete surprise.
Yeah, you got to watch out that now because like nowadays they will fuck around and show you the entire movie.
Yeah, in five different trailers. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm purposely avoiding anything going forward. When does it come out? What's the date? Do you know?
Shit, 2018. But
oh shit.
Yeah, I don't know the exact date, but we've got time. Yeah, we've got time. Don't worry. By then, new Crooked I album would have had dropped. Eminem album, Pusha T album. So there's going to be a lot to talk about and a lot to enjoy before that movie comes out.
Wait, Pusha T's coming out with a new album?
By the end of the year, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Shout out to King Push.
Yeah, he's due, man.
I'm ready. Shit. I've been ready. And it's probably only going to have 10 songs on it, so I'm going to be through that album 12 times in a matter of 2 hours, so...
Yeah, you know how I feel about that type of shit. Like, I'm a 50 Cent fan, you know, and, you know, that Get Rich or Die Trying shit. I was like, wait a minute. These are all actual songs?
Yeah,
like,
no skits.
This is the type of shit I like. Yeah. I need that, like, 18, 19, 20 track type of album. Because, like, you know, 10 songs, I mean, it's like, if you give me 10 songs, that shit better be a classic, I'm feeling like.
Yeah, if you're only giving me 10 songs, that means there's no fillers. This is the best of the best of the best. Every song is a banger. There's no skippable tracks. Because if there's one skippable track, that's only a 9-song album.
Right.
If there's 2,
exactly,
that's 8. Then it's like, is this an EP or?
Yeah, and then the other thing is, don't put out some bullshit where you give me 10 tracks, and then pretty much every record on there is a feature.
Oh shit! Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that to me.
Shit. I just don't like it.
You know what I love about Pusha T albums though, is his intros are insanely good. His last 2 intros and his last 2 albums were were too good, man.
Yeah, because he's see, like with Pusha T, it's like it doesn't do him service to say he's lyrical. There's something more there. It's like
he's got presence. He's got that Jay-Z like presence on the mic. That makes he exudes, you know, that confidence and that movement, and dare I say, I can't think of a better word, even though as much as I hate this word, is swag. He's got that it, you know, on the mic, man, and I think that's why you feel him. And then throw his words in there. Pusha T is one of the most perfect rappers out there. Shout out to Push.
Yeah, he knows he's nice. He knows he's nice.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. But you know, so another thing that has been in the news and is actually kind of got me thinking. And you know how much I hate talking about this guy, because I told you we're never bringing him up on this podcast again. Is Donald Trump, right? So he's systematically rolling back all the Obama policies, right? And he's hated Obama for a while. And I think the easy thing to say is, yeah, well, that's because Trump is a little racist. You know, he was trying to delegitimize him with the whole birther movement and all that other kind of shit. Everything he was saying had to be wrong according to Trump. Like he can't be smart enough to be president. You know, he didn't go to a real Ivy League school. You know, shit like that. Just undermine him. Then I'm thinking, why does Trump hate this man so much? And I think I got it. One of 2 things has happened. Either Donald Trump and Melania were maybe laying in bed together, watching the news or something, and a commercial or something with Barack Obama came on the TV, and she was like, he's handsome for a black man. Or she just simply said something like, And Donnie Boy internalized that. And from that moment forward, he was like, I hate that motherfucker. if I ever become president, I'm gonna try to erase him from the history books. Boom, there you go. Okay, or scenario number 2. Barack fucked Melania back in the day. Barry O smashed Melania, and Donald knows it. They argue about it all the time. That's probably why you've seen fake Melania next to him sometimes, because they continue to argue about it, especially when it comes to, Obamacare. That's why he hates Obamacare so much, because he hates the name. Yeah, because his wife fucked Barack. There you go.
So I'm gonna go with theory 1. But it's both theories sound outrageous. However, theory 1,
shit could be true.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Did you hear about what he recently did to what he said to the widow of a Marine that was killed recently?
Yeah, I heard something about that.
Yeah, he
for the people that might not have heard by now, what did he say to the widow?
He basically, I don't know if he spoke to her in person or over the phone, but he basically said he knew what he signed up for. And he said something else, but pretty much that's what everyone is talking about. The fact that he told a widow he knew what he signed up for. That's
like, you tell a mailman that when he says, "Man, there's just so many letters." Like, well, you know what you signed up for? Or there's so much walking. Yeah, man, you're a mailman. You know what you signed up for. Or telling a garbage man complaining about the smell. But well, you don't tell.
I have something better.
Go ahead.
I have something better. That's like one of your cousins who was involved in a shooting. He got shot in the streets, and you're at the doctor, and the doctor tells you that unfortunately your cousin passed, and then he says, "Well, hey, nigga was about that life," and then walks away. It's like, what? What did you just say to us? But yeah, it's just insensitive, man.
Yeah, you don't say no shit like that. Yeah, he's a goddamn moron. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. That's a fucking moron. My bad.
Yeah, I said that wrong. But what's crazy is you want to go on an adventure. Like go on like YouTube or Yahoo News, and look at the comments on a Donald Trump article.
I love reading those comments. They get downright crazy sometimes. They get downright disrespectful at times. But other times, that back and forth, that banter, those random quotes and whatnot, it's gold. Mm-hmm. It's gold. I wish I could watch somebody speak those words to someone else.
Right. Like, so I get caught up reading these comments, and it turns into Trump versus Obama, and then that's when the fun starts.
Oh yeah,
racism is real.
Yeah,
man. I was on Yahoo last night, and this woman Wendy. Good God, Wendy! I don't know what your last name is, but whew. Top three all time racist. I'll send you some screenshots. I was like, good God, she's on a roll tonight.
Whoever said racists weren't funny, it's kind of missing. Right. It's kind of missing the whole point of racism to begin with. Racists are so delusional that the way they describe their hate is just really creative. Racists are funny. They are funny.
Yeah. Some of the things that I read on Yahoo, it was just absurd. One, I don't know if it was Wendy. Shout out to Wendy, the racist. But one person said, "I'm glad Trump is president because if Barack was still in office, the country would be a whole bunch of NBA and NFL hooligans. I was like, what? It doesn't even. And then to make matters worse,
was it like that when he was president?
Right. These damn NBA NFL hooligans. But
she just opens her door and she just sees Marshawn Lynch walking down her street.
Get out of here. Take your fucking football out of here.
Goes to the grocery store. All she sees is a D-League team in there grocery shopping.
I was like, oh, man. Like, I've never heard that before. NBA, NFL hooligans. But he had I was on there about like 9:30. That's
diet. That's diet nigga, by the way. That's what she wanted to say.
Like, he posted like 8:15, so I was like an hour 15 after I saw the comment, and he had about like 45 likes, and I was like, 45 likes. Oh, you guys live in a fucking bubble, man. Oh man, it's like, I know we all live in a bubble, but damn, I mean,
yeah, some people's some people's bubbles are, yeah, they're sniffing chemicals inside them bubbles.
Yeah, bruh. Oh wait, so it's about that time. We do the unfuckwitables.
Oh shit, it's that time. Oh shit, you got somebody.
Yeah, now this is gonna probably create a lot of backlash when I'm about to say who my unfuckwitable is. But before you judge, let me just explain. Just hear me out before you judge. Okay. My unfuckwitable for this week is homeless people. Now. Before you judge me, just hear me out. Here's the thing. Now, I don't know where you stand, but in my area, I'm in the LA area, certain parts, it is a lot of homeless people. And I've never been that type where if I see someone homeless and they ask me for spare change, I'll respond. Like, I'm not going to just ignore them completely. Like I've seen a lot of people do that. Like, they're less than human. I've seen like women pregnant, like, excuse me, sir, spare change. And like dudes in $5,000 suits don't even look in their direction, don't even say anything. So I always say, oh, no, not today, man. I don't got nothing. Not today, miss. I'm sorry. Like, I'll respond because they're human beings, right? However, come to me with that. Ask me for some change. Ask me for some food, right? Don't come to me with some bullshit. Like, I'm out. Like, sometimes you just want to go out and, be with your chick, be with your homies, and you see a homeless person coming towards you. Ask me for some change. I'm cool with that. But don't be like, we're all fucked, man. We're fucking dead today. I'm like, oh, bro, really? It's a fucking Sunday. I don't want to hear that shit today. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's drugs. I get it. But at the same time, sometimes you don't want to hear that shit. Perfect example. I was out with my chick on Saturday, right? We're at this little lounge in LA, right? And Friday. We're at this lounge in LA. And it's a lot of homeless people around there, right? So some guy is walking towards us, and he's like, spare change. But I was like, I looked at him aggressive. Like, hey, are you asking? Or it was like awkward. And he was like, spare change. And I grabbed my chick and I was like, nah, like that. Right? He's like, whatever. He starts walking away or whatever, right?
Like somebody is making him work today.
Right.
Like he don't want to be at work. Got up on the wrong side of his
box.
Box.
Yeah. I don't have time for this. Right? So fast forward, as we're leaving, it's 1:00. The same homeless guy is walking towards us, right? Now, I can see him from about 20 feet walking towards us, right? And he's talking to himself. He's having a good conversation to himself. And as he gets closer, he lets out like a pretty significant, and I'm not gonna lie, I was impressed. Like a loud ass belch, like a loud ass burp, right? And I was like, and I lost it. I lost it because I felt like, bruh, you kind of low key try to make it like you burped in my fucking face, right? And my lady actually had to, she damn near tackled me to the fucking ground because I was about to just drop kick him in the back of the fucking head. I just can't deal with that shit, bro.
Let's not forget your fighting record though is 0-2, by the way.
Professional, amateur. I'm undefeated. Professional,
okay. All right.
I got L's.
2 of them, like Cool J.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, man. We all can't be Mayweather. And so the following day, right? I'm out in Santa Monica. Not chill ass day, beautiful day, and I mean I'm talking like it's very, very peaceful. Like it's no traffic out, which is weird for Santa Monica or whatever. And we're outside in this patio, nice ass day. And you know, it's one of those things where you're people watching, and it's just like, damn, like people are getting along, people are talking, it's dope, right? And then all of a sudden, we hear this commotion, right? And somebody's just getting cussed the fuck out, like, fuck you, man, motherfucker. You know, like, I'm like, damn, right? And everyone's looking around like, what the fuck is going on, right? And I was like, I told my chick, I was like, I bet you $100 it's one motherfucker in that alley talking to himself. Sure enough, we go around the corner, it's a dude talking to a wall. I get it, it's drugs, but what I'm saying is, I would rather just ask me for change, bro. Shit, ask me for drugs. But sometimes just don't come with us on some bullshit.
Yeah, you know, I see a lot of homeless people on my way to work, and they're out of their goddamn minds. Now, these homeless people that I see on my way to work are not the kind of people that I would want to give $1 to. Like, they look like meth heads. They don't look like I'm just down on my luck, I'm homeless, I'm hungry. No, they look like I'm trying to do some meth or some heroin and I need your money. That's how they look. So there's this one old lady, we call her Barb. She's a fucking maniac. She walks down the street just talking to herself and like headbanging, like, you know, like hair metal, how those motherfuckers were, you know, just banging their heads and the hair flying everywhere. That's how she looks when she's just walking down the street. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I'm right with you on the homeless people being unfuckwittable. Yeah, they actually might make it to the Hall of Fame because I think everybody thinks homeless people are an inconvenience.
But to me, it's just like the craziness. Like, ask me for money any day. Ask me for some food, but don't step to me on a peaceful Sunday while I'm on a stroll with my lady on some bullshit, telling me the world's gonna fucking end. I know it's drugs, but bruh, I don't hear that bullshit. You ever hear that story about
they think
Charles
that
Barkley?
You want to hear it.
Huh?
They think
you're right. You need to hear this shit. Mm-hmm. I got inside information.
They're doing you a favor. But anyway, what did Charles Barkley do?
I was watching. I was watching the Oprah show, and it was Charles Barkley and Michael Jordan on there. And Charles Barkley told a story how him and Michael Jordan were like walking somewhere, and a homeless guy asked them both for some change. And Charles Barkley was like, "Oh yeah, sure." And he like went to reach in his pocket to give like a couple dollars to the guy, and Michael Jordan like slapped the shit out of Charles Barkley's hand, and was like, "No, don't give him anything. If he can reach out and ask for change, he can reach out for a job application." And I was like, "Damn, Mike,
the goat speaketh."
God. And when I saw that, I was like, "Oh, fuck you, Mike. Yeah, like I haven't eaten in 3 days. let me go and buy some fucking paper and some ink and write and work on my resume. No.
So
what the fuck, bro?
Mike's tweet would have been, "You bum, get a job."
Yeah. I was like, Mike was a savage, bro.
Yeah, that's why he's the greatest. Hey,
never mind if he gave the dude $100. That's like literally 25 cents to him. But hey, yeah.
Nah, probably more like a dime.
Tell the nigga to get a job. Yeah.
Quick question. Do you watch reality TV?
I dabble here and there, yeah.
What shows do you watch?
You know what though? It's not like legit reality TV. It's not bullshit. It's like the Ultimate Fighter shit. You know, UFC stuff.
So it's like
a house. It's
right,
competition, really.
Yeah, it's like the flavor of love of fighting.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. I don't mess with reality TV. I mean, I did once upon a time. You know, and speaking of flavor of love, that's what I was watching. But yeah,
who wasn't? Who wasn't back then?
That was great TV. That's what we needed. Shout out to Hoops. Yeah. So I don't watch reality TV, man. I think it's I think it's terrible TV, man. I think that's the make you stupider TV. All these housewives from here is love and hip hop, all this nonsense. Yeah. I think it's a strain on society. Not to mention, the main characters on the show are just young thoughts or old thoughts.
Pretty much, man. Yeah. And reality TV has allowed a family to pretty much create a media dynasty. It's pretty crazy, man. It's pretty crazy.
Crazy times we live in.
Yeah. Now, I haven't really thought this through all the way. And keep in mind,
this should be interesting.
I came up with this thought. I wasn't alone, of course. It was me and Mary. Now,
tell her I said what's up.
I was yeah. You know, me and Mary, we come up with some fucking ideas and some theories. So now keep in mind, I haven't thought this out all the way through, but bear with me here. Okay. So you know how you're watching sports and you see, the ticker, like, so-and-so signs a 3-year deal, $15 million, etc. Right? Got me thinking, like, why not do that for regular jobs? Like why not? Like, if imagine, like, I hit you up and I'm like, bro, I got a new job. You're like, word? I was like, yeah, it's with Coca-Cola. And yeah, I signed a 3-year, $100,000 deal. I'm just saying, wouldn't that be dope? And then what you could do is because what happens with me, I don't know about you, about around the 2-year mark, you're like, fuck this place, right?
Hey, you got to play your option.
You only got. Yes, exactly. Everyone's fucking happy, right?
Yeah.
And then it.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Because I'm about to put a whole bunch of holes in this. I'll let you finish first.
And then, like, you could also do something where, hey, just like in sports, it's like, hey, man, they call you into the office, like, we're gonna let you go, man. We're gonna trade you, or we're gonna release you. Like, damn. But you got another deal on the table, right? And another corporation is happy to take you on, but this will only work with competent professionals, right? Like, I'm talking, people who care about the job.
Right. Okay.
Am I off here? I mean, what's the problem with that?
There's a lot of problems with it. All right. First of all, there's way too many people on the job market right now to just be trading each other. So, I mean, I guess if, like, maybe you keep it industry to industry, because, I mean, how many jobs have you had where one industry has nothing to do with the other? Like, I work for a bank and a casino. You know what I'm saying? Like, these aren't comparable places of employment. But, like, let's say I worked at a Bank of America and a Wells Fargo, and like, I'm a teller, but somebody's offering me a banker's job, and they're like, "Hey, we'll trade you 2 tellers and we'll trade you 2 tellers and a loan officer for a banker and assistant manager." You know, you have to do comparable salaries or some shit. So anyway, to my point, it can't work because you can't just if the industries don't work. You know, like you can't just trade people or sign. I mean, you can sign contracts, but I just don't think it'll work, man.
Damn. But see, if it's industry specific, like marketers, for example, right? You're just trading among marketers, but both parties have to agree to the trade. If they don't, they let you go. Like if they're like, "Hey, we're gonna trade you IQ," but well, fuck it, I like it here. Like, okay, well, we're gonna let you go. I'm like, well, fuck. All right, trade me. You know, trade me, and I'll go to Pepsi, and we'll just do a straight up trade or something like that. And then like if Pepsi is losing 3 of their like solid workers for just one guy, they'll be like, okay, Coca-Cola be like, okay, we're gonna throw some incentive in there. You know, we'll give you like, we'll trade you IQ and we'll throw in $10K. You know, because it's not like $1 million type shit. I see nothing wrong with it. Get it done, Trump. Get it done.
Yeah, I see a lot of things wrong with it, man. And maybe I can't articulate myself well enough to tell you why this can't work. But I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people telling you why it can't, because I just don't believe it can.
And that's the thing. Like, I can't, like, I know this is some bullshit, but I can't really articulate either why it's not. Like, I know it won't work, but I can't come up with a good enough. I don't know. We'll leave it up to the Bologna homies.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Mary, blame it on Mary.
Yeah. Sometimes her ideas aren't so great, and they're only ideas you have while she's in your company. So yeah, I get it. Yeah. So while on the internets throughout the week, I saw this picture that I think you would enjoy. It was a picture of Odell Beckham Jr. in his hospital bed, and he was being visited by what's that guy's name? Your boy. You guys came up together. Drake. There you go.
Aubrey.
Yeah, Aubrey. Oh yeah. And he was by his bedside checking up on him. Now, I've seen Drake dick ride an entire team before. Several teams at the same time. I've seen it. I've never seen Drake get intimate and dick ride one person. This is amazing. Like, they must be taking this shit to the next level. Drake must be ready to settle down. He's dick riding intimately now. Staying the night at the hospital. Making sure Odell Beckham is nice and comfy. Probably calling the nurse to make sure they let him know that his pillows need to be fluffed, or he needs some ice chips, or his bedpan needs to be changed. His catheter he's in some discomfort because of it. Drake is gonna make Odell a very, very happy man.
Yeah. I don't agree with any of that bullshit. Like I saw it was funny because I have like who doesn't? I have a hood ass uncle, and my little cousin was on Instagram, and she follows Odell, and she was looking at that picture, right? Mm-hmm. And my uncle came by that's Odell, and my cousin like yeah that's Odell, and then like he was like, who that with him? He's like, oh, that's Drake. He came to visit him, and my uncle was like, wait, didn't nigga he just broke his ankle, right? And my cousin was like, yeah. He was just like, he just shook his head and walked away. He's like, these niggas, man. Look, as long as I've known you, right? If news got to me and it's like, damn, Tin Man broke his ankle, I'll just shoot your text like, you all right? Is that wrong? I mean, I feel like that's the protocol. It's a broken ankle.
Hey, the only time I expect you to visit me in the hospital is if I got like cancer or something terminal. Otherwise, I'm gonna be home.
Right?
Yeah.
Good God.
Yeah. Where they do that at?
Right. Oh man.
Yeah. Hey, I don't want to judge again. Like this is uncharacteristic for Drake to dick ride only one person. So I'm very anxious to see where things are gonna head for them. I'm pretty sure on People Magazine or Us Weekly, I'll see some pictures about them expecting or something. So
yeah. Hey, whatever makes you guys happy.
Yeah, hey, I'm all
we
for
don't
it.
judge.
Not at all.
Good God. Hey, so is Odell? Maybe I'm wrong, but Odell is responsible for bringing the dyed hair back, right? He's the guy, right?
I'm gonna blame him. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Hey, I don't have that big of a problem with them dyeing their hair. Like Dennis Rodman is one of my favorite players of all time, and he dyed his hair. He had some crazy shit going on with his hair. I have no problem with them dyeing their hair. I just them paying a little too much attention to their hair is what baffles me. Like the way Odell be moving with his hair is what's different to me. It's like he's really conscious of his hair. And I think that's just different.
Yeah. I feel you. I feel you there. Yeah. Like, I feel like just the way our hair is, the way it grows, like it's not in our DNA to do this like 2-finger swipe across the forehead to move hair away from our forehead. That's just something that we don't really do. But I guess if you're doing whatever that is, I guess it takes maintenance, man. It takes hard work.
Yeah.
It takes hard work.
Hey, yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know what the fuck you even call that.
I don't know either. It's a very interesting hairstyle. That's what I will call it. So shouts out to all their beauticians that keep them looking funky, fresh, dressed to impress, and ready to party.
Damn, niggas going to salons now. Fuck.
Yeah. Fuck the barber. You gotta go to the salon now.
Damn.
Hey,
what have we done?
Oh man, we've slipped a long way. You know. All right, I see. I get pissed about a lot of kind of shit, but I get pissed about like a lot of little shit. And one thing that I don't like, that pisses me off, is when people tell me what I'm gonna like. Like, oh, try this, food. You'll love it. How do you know I fucking love it? You don't know it tastes good in my mouth. Or listen to this song. You'll love it. Who's it by? Some artist you don't listen to. Then why do you think I fucking like it? Why?
Well, I have to disagree there, man. What you're feeling is their enthusiasm, how much they like it, and they're just so they like it so much, the food or the music or whatever. Them knowing you, they feel like you're gonna love it too. I don't think you should get angry.
So what you're telling me is I'm taking this the wrong way?
Yes, I think that is like a anger management problem. So you'd be like, what the fuck?
No, I mean inside, yeah. Inside, yeah. I be feeling like, who do you think you are telling me what I'm gonna like?
Oh shit. Well, next time say that shit out loud, see what happens, man. You're gonna lose a fucking friend, man. You gotta lose a friend.
Yeah, man, if I don't already eat it or listen to it, I don't want nothing to do with it.
Bro, you sound like an old grandpa nigga.
I'm just fucking around. That was, although that is slightly the truth, it is not as much of the truth as it might have sounded when I said it.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's like some internet. I don't need that shit. Yeah, man.
But just stop telling me what I'm gonna love. Just say, hey, I think this is pretty good. If you'd like to try it,
Well,
here it is.
okay. Now, and I don't know if I've talked to you about this. Maybe I have brought it up before on a previous call, but I am kind of with you to a certain extent. You know, just like you, I have a very diverse set of friends, and to me, one of the biggest things that I get irked about is when a female friend who is Caucasian asks me about fucking Cabo. I lose my fucking mind. You never been to Cabo? You get out for the projects. No, I never been to Cabo. I never been to Cabo. It's they're asking me like as if like you never been to Staples Center. I don't know. To me, that irks me. You know, it's like no, I don't take vacations every year. That's not on my vacay path. You know, a vacation for me is going to fucking Texas.
Yeah, you know what? You know what I realized growing up, or as I got older, I realized, at least in this black family that I was raised in, black families don't go on vacations all the time like that. We don't vacation like that. I mean, I have, some memories about going to Disneyland, maybe driving to go see some relatives in a relatively nearby city, but we ain't been nowhere. I mean, it's like I didn't grow up in a rich family or nothing like that either. That might have affected it. But my family has never all gotten in a plane together and gone anywhere. I've never been on a plane with my parents.
Hey, real talk, like, bro, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I didn't know what real vacations were until I got into corporate. You know, like when your boss come around and someone says, "Hey, how's the vacay?" And like, "Oh, it's great. We went to Florida, and went to Panama, and then spent a couple of days in Turkey, came back, then went to Italy, and then we're back. Where it was a very great vacay. I was like, wait, that's a vacay? That's a vacation? I had no idea. I was like, vacations like Six Flags. You know what I'm saying?
I'm over here like, how can you do all that on a Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Hey, it's levels. It's levels to it, I guess. Yeah, man.
Yeah, definitely ain't hit that level yet, man. Which I hope too soon, man. It's always good to travel. So I've heard.
But here's the thing. And again, I know I'm going to receive backlash, making it racial again, but I'm just being real. Like, we can't really travel like.
Yeah, black folks can't just go anywhere.
Yeah, I can't go backpacking in the Himalayas and a random family takes me in and they give me dinner and this place to stay.
You can't do that. And to all of our white listeners or non-black listeners, that is the truth. Black folks can't just go anywhere. We've got to be very, very strategic about our vacation planning. I mean, of course, there are other black folks that might be a little more adventurous or less paranoid or less insecure than me. But, I'm very conscious of the places I go. If I go anywhere, shit.
Right. Because I've had coworkers tell me, I spent like the entire summer in Europe backpacking, by myself. I was like, wait. By yourself? Shit. Never. If I go to another country where it's just like I have no idea, I have no friends over there, whatever, I'm rolling deep. 4 or 5 of my people come with me. By myself? Absolutely fucking not. Can't happen. You can't do it. You can't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There's certain places I wouldn't mind going by myself. But, like to go where there's like little civilization and I don't know how they feel about me, nah. And chances are it's probably not a good feeling. Nah,
Yeah. More often than not, it's likely some kind of negative gangster rap kind of feeling.
Yeah, like these NFL, NBA hooligans are coming over here in our country.
Nice
Sons of
callback.
bitches. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Look at him. Looks like Marshawn Lynch. No, I'm good.
Yeah. Look at all these Trayvon Martins out here.
A crazy story for you. Because crazy stories happen to me.
Things do happen to you. You live a very interesting life.
Yeah, I guess I have that look where it's like, hey, approach me. So I went to the bank.
Nigga, you ain't got no money.
Yeah, I know. If you think I don't know, shit, the bank know too. But yeah, I went to the bank to make a withdrawal, and so I'm at the ATM, and
the ATM doesn't give out less than 20s.
Unfortunately, ain't that a bitch? But so I'm withdrawing my 20, and thanks to years of playing basketball, I have Kyrie Irving peripheral vision. So I'm feeling someone behind me, right? And I don't really think anything of it. I'm like, okay, he's probably waiting for the ATM because there's two, and the other one is occupied, right? So what was tripping me out is like, you can see someone in your peripheral vision, and like it was weird to me because he wasn't really moving. Like he was just dead still. Right. There wasn't like he wasn't looking at his phone. He wasn't shifting or whatever. Right.
Right.
So I had to like just turn around and look like just to check this dude's temperature. Right. And I turn around and the dude's looking directly at me and his eyes are like wide open. And he says to me, I got to talk to you.
Ah, shit.
And I looked at him. I said, okay, give me 1 second. And I turn back around and I'm thinking like enemies. Who do I? Where do I? Like I'm like going through my Rolodex of like people like who do I know him? Did I offend him? How do I know him? Right? Then I'm thinking like okay, he's to the left of me. My left hook needs work, and I'm using my right hand to get money out. I'm gonna have to try a spinning back fist. I have no idea if this will work. I'm thinking like all these situations, right? So then I get my money out. And I turn around and the dude's like, he's like basically on the verge of crying. And then keep in mind, this is like a 50-year-old like Asian dude. Like doesn't look bummy anything. He's just a regular dude. Uh-huh. And he's like on the verge of crying. Right. And I'm like, bruh, chances are my problems are probably worse than yours, but okay, go ahead. So his eyes are like watery and shit, and he's like, listen, I normally don't do this, and I really hate to bother you, but I just got robbed, right? And I was like, what? he's like,
and he needs to talk to you about that,
right? And I'm like. Okay. He's like, I just got robbed. And look, okay, I'm a doctor. And occasionally I get requested to come out here. I'm from San Diego. I come out here sometimes to perform certain surgeries because I'm an expert in my field. Long story short, usually when I come out here, I tend to leave a bag under my seat. And which has like my valuables like my phone and my wallet. So when I came back from surgery, I went to go get some gas, and I reached under my seat and I realized the bag was gone. It was gone, and I have no money, I have no phone, and there's no way for me to get any. I need gas. I have nothing on me, and by this point, the dude's. He's crying like a fucking baby in front of me. You know what I mean? It's like, oh shit, like he's like,
you really
that type of crying where you're like,
believe him at this point.
Yeah, like it's like, dude, even if this is fake, the performance you gave, you're getting money. You know what I mean? Like, I'm you're getting something because this is a hell of a performance. It's on some Denzel shit, and so he's crying like this. He's like that type of shit. You know, you see a grown man, like I'm a stranger, bro. You know, and when you see this grown man do that, I'm like, bruh, how much do you need? He's like, you know, anything, and you know, just give me, just write down like your email or something, and I'll PayPal you back. And I was like, no, you good, man, you good, right? So I said, well, I got a 20, but I'm gonna give you 10. So I went into the bank and got 10. And I was like, here's 10, bro. That's all I can give you right now, right? And he's like, oh, thank you so much, right? And then right when he's turning around, I guess another nurse recognizes him and comes over, and then like he's like, hey man, are you okay? Like I talked to Susie, and Susie said she hasn't heard from you. And I was like, I don't know if these niggas are like
coordinating
or
this,
whatever, right? Right. But I was like, damn, this is a good ass hustle, though. I gotta admit, this dude is doing Oscar-worthy work, right?
With the
you know, so I'm like,
theatrics.
right. He's like, oh yeah, I got robbed, and it's a long story, and like the dude starts crying again, and then like by this time the guy like has his arm wrapped around him, like, hey man, like whatever you need, just here's 100, you know, gives the dude $100 or whatever, right? And then he proceeds to turn around. He gives me my 10 back. He's like, you know, I'm sorry to bother you. Thank you so much, and I'm really sorry about this. God bless you, and I'm not sure if you're a Christian, man, but I'm gonna say a prayer for you tonight, buddy. You know, and he walks away. I was like, only in fucking LA this happens to me, man. But
yeah,
random, right?
That was super random.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna keep it real with you. It is really hard to see like another grown man like cry in front of you like that after going through some shit. Like, I was like, oh man, don't cry, bro. Like,
come on, man, have some fucking pride.
You know what I mean? Like, because you know because the bank is like, it's in a shopping market. It's like a shopping area, so it's like it's traffic all around. You know, so it's like, bro, you know, people looking at us, man. Come on, you know. But yeah, man, I felt for the guy. Wherever you are, man. I hope you're all right, man. If that was a scam, job well done. Bravo, bro.
You know, I actually kind of hope that you did get scammed, because I want to see what other stories that they have. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see what other performances they pull, other capers that they've done.
Yeah. They probably got them all. It was like, look, I'm a spy, and 5 days ago when my friend was, I'm sure they got all types of shit. Yeah. I'm sure I'm running to him again. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that is pretty goddamn crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I thought he was actually going to stick you up. I thought that's how this was going to end.
Oh yeah, but you know me. It's like if I'm getting robbed, it's like, well, one of us dying today, so whatever. You're not taking my shit. If you do, you're taking off a corpse.
Just give it up, man. I see the motherfucker. I've seen the motherfucker get pistol whipped over a single cigarette. Don't let that be you, homie.
Dude, hey, but you know what though? I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I really am like that, and I'm gonna tell you this: 100% it's my dad's fault. 100%. Because sometimes, like my dad, you know, he's he used to be into like you know, like everyone has like certain products that they use that like this is the only thing they can use. But at the time when I was a kid, certain products my dad used, like his like beard, you could only get in a certain like beauty supply, and the beauty supply place was like in the projects. Like, it was like hood as fuck, right? So,
well, that's where you got to get the good shit,
right? So like every other Saturday we would like take a quick trip, and he would park the car right in front of the supply store, and he's like, just stay in the car, I'll be right back. And then like never fails, he started to get out the car, and then he paused and he looked back and he said to me, don't let nobody fucking take this car. And he get out. And ever since then, I was like, well, goddamn, I guess I guess I guess I gotta die over this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like as an 8-year-old boy, you're like, shit. Well, I don't want to disappoint my pops.
Damn.
You know?
Yo, my dad said literally the exact opposite of that. my dad would say, if somebody wants this car, give it to him.
Right. Yeah.
Don't die over this car.
Yeah.
And my dad was the opposite of a punk. The opposite. But my dad, that is very funny. It's something very funny for your dad to tell you before he gets out the car.
Yeah. And like, you know, we never really cleared it up. Like I never was like, okay, so what do you want me to do if someone does come? Like with he just said, he was just like, don't let nobody take this fucking car. Like that. Just get the fucking car.
It's like if he came out there and saw your dead body in the driver's seat and somebody fled the scene, your dad would be like, that's my boy. He didn't let nobody take his fucking car.
Yeah. Gave up his fucking life. Like a G. Yeah, I never understood that. I just assumed like he meant I just had in my head like, okay, well, if somebody comes, I guess I'll just honk. I mean, I'm 8 years old at this time. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. But yeah, that's where the conflict started.
Your dad wanted you to become a man.
Yeah. It was also 300 shit. Like, we send you in the forest and fight wolves and shit. And you come back alive, you're a fucking man.
Yeah,
so if you fight some jackers, dude.
Actually, you know what? Man. You know what I was thinking? We should invite my pops on to the call one of these days. He's got some crazy stories. One story in particular that I would love for him to tell is the time he had a hit out on him. That's a good story.
He had a hit out on him? Really?
Yes, he did.
Damn.
Yeah, I couldn't be here if that shit went through.
You're right. Hey, so I guess Dad was in some gangs, huh? All right.
Nah, see, my dad wasn't a gangbanger. He didn't do any of that kind of shit, man. He just was very prideful and very hot-headed. And it almost cost him his life. I'm gonna see. Yeah, I'm gonna see one of these days. Yeah, if we can get him on a call. It'd be dope to hear that story, man.
Yeah, we'll just have we'll have to change some names and bleep out some locations, and yeah, man, we'll be good, man. Jeez, Gary, Indiana.
No, well, that particular hit was in Vegas.
Vegas.
It was a different time back then. No, it wasn't. He didn't get into it with the mafia or nothing like that. Well, not the Italian mafia.
Yeah. Wow. We got to get your pops on here, man.
Yeah, I'll see if he wants to do it. They live back east, so with the time difference, we're gonna have to figure something out. But yeah, let's do that.
Now this will be another call, but I too had a hit out on me by. This is crazy.
Wait, why is this funny to me?
Because it is fucking funny.
You said you had a hit out on you, and I immediately thought it was hilarious.
I know, right? But no, it is fucking funny. Because I'm gonna just please remind me to share this story on the next call. But I'm gonna leave you with a cliffhanger. I had a hit put out on me by a lesbian gang in high school.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
That's all I'm gonna say, and you have to wait for the next call. Yeah, this is a true story. I was a junior in high school, and the person that put the hit out was my on and off again girlfriend at the time, and a lesbian gang was
trying to take your life.
No. When I say hit, they weren't trying to kill me, but they were trying to like lesbian gangs. They roll deep sometimes. So
they wanted to gang rape you.
They were trying to fuck me up, man. They were trying
to fuck you up where?
Well, I don't want to tell the whole story, but
Okay,
they knew my whereabouts. So like a lot of times,
okay, no.
after
Say no more. Say no
Okay.
more. Say no more. We're saving this. But before we do get off the call, man, I wanted to read. We got another fan letter. And the only reason I'm not saving this is because this is something that we've actually forgotten about. So here we go. Dear Fried Bologna podcast, that's us. What happened with the freestyle battle that you guys were supposed to do? Well, that's a good question.
Yeah, 10 men backed out. That's.
You gonna sit up here and lie to our fans? You can't just sit here and lie to people, man. That's how we're gonna lose listeners. The true story is, I personally forgot about it, but IQ can get this work whenever. We can do this shit right now, for all I care.
I'm down, but
But what
I'm
happened?
freestyle for 10K. 10K or higher. That's all I'm doing. I'm on some Joe Budden shit.
So you won't do it for the culture, huh? Whatever that means. You can't do this shit for the culture.
The culture's been obliterated, bro. Look, I'll freestyle, but just give me some time to write it down, and then have some ghost writers proofread it, and then I'll perform it twice, and then I'll freestyle it. That's what the culture is now. Ugh.
Yeah, well, who knows what you got planned, since apparently you only get paid for freestyles, which nobody has any fucking knowledge of any freestyles you've ever done. You have no witnesses. We don't believe you. You need more people.
The only thing I freestyled recently was like probably back in 2007 when I dropped a diss record against you.
Oh yeah. You're the only person that's heard about that.
Actually, one of our
Hey, IQ, do me a favor real quick.
What?
I need you to not be so full of shit for at least the next couple minutes.
I'll say the name. I'll say the name.
Our listeners
I'll say the name. Who knows
expect us to deliver nothing but honesty and truth. You know what I'm saying? Not our truth, but the truth. And right now you're just misleading people, man. That's not cool. Is this how Fried Bologna is going to break up? One of them has to take the moral high ground, and the other one is going to just bury our listeners in lies and deceit.
You're coming across like Ja Rule to me. You're in denial. I know you remember that fucking diss record. I know you remember that shit.
That shit never happened,
called Body
man.
Bag. That shit was called Body Bag, bro.
One bar. Give me one bar.
It was 8 years ago. I can't remember it.
Uh-huh.
All right. I'm gonna work on it. Hopefully for the next call, I'll be able to get one of our listeners to either write us a letter or call in, and he can vouch. He was there.
You're a goddamn lie.
If I'm lying, I'm flying.
Yeah, goo. That shit don't really work.
All right, man.
Anyway.
Next call, man. I'm gonna try to make it work.
Whatever, man. I'm getting off this call before I get pissed off.
All right, y'all. All right, man.
Yeah. But anyway, man, as always, it's been a pleasure. Pleasure speaking with you, homie.
Likewise, bro.
And just remember, man, we're just a couple suburban hood niggas out here trying to make it.
Amen, brother. Amen.
All right, man. You take it easy.
All right. Peace.
Peace.